I think as well, I could probably make another one. Are you still there, James? James?
I accidentally muted my Skype.
GG, guy.
I was just looking at the recipes.
Yeah, pass it here for a sec.
It's not very clear what the recipes are.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to show you. Because you won't explain. So like I was saying before, this is the Fuum-craft. Nomicon. There you go, flux and the aura. That's what I was trying to say. So when you do research, it creates flux and it's bad. But like I say, that's for later on.
Oh God.
Why did you do that?
I don't
Stop
know.
right clicking with stuff. Yeah. So that's what James just did. Then was he made the crucible, and what you have to do is you have to make a cauldron. Actually, have I got a bucket on me? 'Cause I'll
The crucible.
Yeah. So that's called the crucible.
Name, give me my name. Tuchuba.
And then what you can do is, so can you see that there's fire at the bottom of here, James?
Yeah, I can see the fire.
Yeah. So what you can either do is, well, we're kind of rushing ahead. I want to start. So the crucible can be made is to make stuff to do with exactly what you're doing there, James.
Oh.
So I'm about to show you. Oh
That's
my
good
God, you
guess.
can sit in it. You can sit in it like that.
It's gonna eat you.
Yeah, I know. Stop chucking stuff in because you will burn it.
Oh.
And it'll turn into bad stuff. Boom. And then if you wait a second, stop chucking stuff in.
Bread.
Now, can you see that water's now bubbling? I think it is.
Yeah, I can see the bubbles.
Yeah, it's
I can
bubbling.
see the
Don't go on it.
effervescence.
Yeah, so I can't because I've changed the texture pack, but you can kind of see the bubbles coming up.
Ow.
So,
ow.
do you want to get out of it? Yeah.
Bread.
So, also as well, did you see that bread disappear then?
The red bubbles are coming up now.
Yeah. Just stop for a second. Stop. Halt.
Okay.
You're getting too ahead of yourself. So, do you want to pass me that wand of the apprentice?
Boop.
Yeah. So, there's a lot more stuff to do with Fuum-craft. So, another thing that we will need is an arcane work table. Now I showed.
Yeah, I read about that. It said like right click on the table or something in the book.
Yeah. So you need to make a table and you need to right click with the wand of apprentice.
Table.
Yeah.
Does that mean just like a workbench or?
Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, so there's a lot more stuff to do with Fuum-craft, and there's like these arcane work tables, and there's Fuum-craft, scribbling tools, there's all this. And this is all the stuff that we start off with that we need. So what we're going to need, James, is a table. And to do that, we need 2 wooden planks and 3 slabs.
Yeah.
Slabs, yeah.
Wooden slab.
So I'm just going to make that right now. Just going to make this real quick. Oh, God.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Well, I
So-
sometimes put them back into it.
With the table, we can make an arcane
Oh.
table. And what will that do?
You're about to see. Oh.
Whoa!
So
Oh,
what this, simple terms, what this is a crafting table, but for Fuum-craft stuff. And now, did you see that the wand is in there now?
Oh, cool.
Take
it's
it
on
out.
the table as well. That's so
Take
cool.
it out.
Whoa.
Bam! It disappears in a second when you take it out.
I took it out.
There, it disappeared. Oh my God! Yeah. So I mean
Okay.
that's pretty cool. So like I said, what you'll need to do is you'll need to make certain stuff. It needs vis, like it requires power from around, and that's why you need to put the wand in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get V by like right clicking on stuff in the world or whatever.
Well,
I
just
got
just
some
by having the
vis.
wand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So another thing we'll need as well is we'll need these scribbling tools to make a desk. So what we need is a glass bottle, a feather, and an ink sac. So do you want to rush back and get a feather and an ink sac, and I'll make a glass bottle.
Glass bottle, feather, ink sac.
Now I think I remember how to make a glass bottle, which is this. Yeah, that's that. GG. And then I think there might be a feather here, James. In all fairness, I don't know. We'll also need paper as well, but I've already got that. So feather
Right.
and ink sac, yeah. So if you want to just grab those. Anyway, so I'll kind of explain this. Now, as you saw, you took the... No, you didn't. So as you saw James do at the beginning, he threw a bread in here. And what this kind of does is you have to throw in elements. Yeah, I can kind of show you, actually.
Evil
So for
bread.
example, now these have got these weird text on. That means we just don't know what they are yet. We haven't found them out. And if we can't click on them yet either. And to make these kind of things, we need to throw in a certain number of elements. And if you hold shift on a finger, it tells you how many of that element is in there.
Right.
Yeah, I'll edit that. Hold on, and go. So as I was saying, there's a certain amount of that name of that element in a object. And there's a whole range of elements. You know, I think there's about, roughly off the top of my head, probably 20. There's probably a lot more. But, yeah. But for now, that's what we'll need. And there's all these, like, ghost, like, for example, on a gas tier, there's, like, a ghost, there's water, there's, like, a magic thing, and there's, like, a death one. You know, and there's, like, a poison and spider eye. Like I say, all these kind of stuff. And if you want to find out what these elements are, it'll be on the FTB wiki. I'll put a link to that in the description. But, I mean, it's probably easy to find. Just Google FTB wiki. So, and that's pretty okay. So, how are you coming along with that?
Do not think we have an ink sac.
Could just go into the ocean, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna kill some squids. Oh,
just on a side note as well, you know how I showed you about the hover mode?
Yeah.
Even when you're decreasing, it uses some power. So it's optimal for building, but it's not good for like having it on constantly, if you know what I mean.
Octopus. Okay.
And to be honest, I think there might be some ink sacs in this chest right here.
I hope so.
And yeah, I apologise ages ago because do you remember when I was telling you to make a wrench?
Oh yeah, and it was in the canvas bag.
Yeah, there was one in my canvas bag. I apologise for that. My skills of looking is just off the.
This is not working out. There are no squids.
There isn't, is there? I'm just bossing out mobs here. Look. Also, my level's 35.
Is that one? Oh damn!
Just rubbing it in there.
There's a million here.
It's like God. It's like a frenzy when they spawn, isn't it? They just like spawn out of each other.
Like mitosis.
Like mama. Yeah. So anyway, so those what we'll need those scribbling tools is his blood.
I got one.
You got one. Yay.
Do I need more than one or just one?
No, you just need one, and make sure you got a feather. And for those what those scribbling tools will do is they'll make something which will help us research stuff. And whoops, wrong button there. What was it called again that we were making, James? Actually, I don't think it's on here.
Scribbling tools.
Yeah, I know. But if you put two tables next to each other and put a scribbling tools, if you right click on the two tables with the scribbling tools, it makes a bench, but I'm not sure what bench it's called. It's but what the bench does is it helps you research like certain so you see all these down here, helps you research all these, and I know for a fact that that's night ore because I've had it before. And there's one that like lets you place it down and you can use it as a light source, but it's not very good, if you know what I mean.
Night ore, cool.
Yeah. So once you're done with that,
I'm coming.
And also, this silver wood James should not have destroyed. How's that arrow in the head doing? No, I only need a feather, not eggs.
I was throwing some eggs.
Calm down.
I just thought we could like get a baby chicken and then like put it in the cauldron or something.
That's nice. Well, we probably could. You don't know. By the way, don't be putting too much crap stuff in there because it affects us in a way you don't know of yet.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I've made the scribbling tools now, James. Now, yeah, I'll show you what happens. If you right click, boom. So do you see that on the text down the bottom?
No, I
It says you're discovered. You. Okay, there's a spelling mistake or a grammatical error. You're discover something, but you cannot record your findings.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously, because you put in element, but we don't know what it is yet, and the reason you do that is, you know, obviously to get your things. Now, do you want to right click on these? No, stop doing it, James. Honestly, because if you put in like too much excess, it creates
scribbling tools.
Bad flux. Yeah. So if you right click on this table,
boom,
ba-ba, and it creates this that has no name. So I'm just going to grab some paper. So to start our research, we're going to need some paper, aren't we? So you can put the paper down there.
Oh my god, so much
now,
paper.
do you see this bar at the bottom? Where it's and if you hover over it, says cursory below it.
Yeah.
And then if you click it again, it says thorough. So what that does is, if it's cursory, it means it doesn't use as much as the object, but it's not as likely as finding elements. Whereas if it's thorough, it uses the object more, and it finds more of that thing.
Oh,
so
right.
if we maybe... Yeah, we can start on one now, to be honest. So let's pick maybe... So Apple's got food and a thing in. So if you want to... Yeah, take these apples, James. If you put those apples in on the left-hand column, anywhere in the left-hand side.
Oh, look.
Yeah, maybe at the top. And it shows the elements there.
Yeah.
So if you click that magnifying glass. And again.
It's using thorough now.
So, yeah. No, hold on. It wants to be on cursory. just keep it on cursory just for the sake. So it doesn't matter how many times you keep clicking it, it will use the object. But if you keep clicking it and it's not using the object, it's still doing it, if you know what I mean. Now, that probably wasn't a good example because... Yeah, there you go. So okay, so stop for a second, James. Stop for a second. So do you see that research note?
Corpus.
Do you see the research notes, James?
Yeah, I can't read it though.
Yeah, you can't read it, but it tells you what you're making. So it's a magic tallow. I don't know what it does. I haven't researched that yet either.
Cool.
And see how it says corpus 40%. Now you'll need to keep clicking on the research button. And it's also found another one which is obscurus. And it's at 80% now. If you click it again, it should be 100%. And also, do you see where it says obscurus and all this? Corpus.
Yeah.
There's a little note up the top right of that square.
By processing and heating flesh in the crucible, you believe you can create a mystical tallow suited for many arcane uses.
Yeah.
So now we have corpus. I guess.
So, yeah. And then we can keep clicking this again, because we should be getting obscurus. I think that's right, isn't it? No. So there's no obscurus in that raw beef. So
what do we do with the corpus now?
So honestly, it's just like trial and error. You just try a new object, see if it's in there. So yeah, you've got leather. If you keep clicking this now, you know. But don't go too mad with it, if you know what I mean. And if you click it too many times and nothing happens, that means nothing's in there. Yeah, so obviously dirt's not going to be in there. So the way you can use it as well is be logical about it. So if it's like magic tallow, it's going to use magic stuff. Now, hold on a second, James. So do you remember these shards?
Yeah.
How we collect the shards. The main purpose of the shards is to provide certain stuff. Oh, I've just realised that. So if you want, you can put in certain objects, James, and it tells you what, like if it's obscurus or not. So what we need to do is we need to keep looking until we find one that's got obscurus in.
Okay.
Now, honestly, I don't know what's got obscurus in, so it's just like trial and error, to be honest. And also as well, don't always only put like one item slot in there at once, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Corpus.
That got mortis because it's rotten flesh.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nope.
Hold on a second. Maybe it's in Spider Eye. Hold on. Corpus. No.
Baked potato.
Where's obscurus?
Diamond.
Maybe coal?
Oh, cool.
Hold on, James. So you can see Ignitus is pretty cool. Is it in there? Ah, so there you go. We found Ignitus.
Ah.
So if you click it again, and ta-da! So do you see that's gotten, now that's changed to Discovery Magic Tallow?
100% complete. Yeah.
Now,
don't
listen, stop for a second. This is just for James. Don't pick it up, because you can only use it if you've got the Fuum-craft
Oh, right.
in your inventory. So what you need to do is, I'll take this just for the sake, and obviously you can watch the video back. So what you can do is you can hold it in your hand, and it acts like a map. And just don't right-click with it, pick it up, and have it on your hotbar. And what it does, it comes up with like a text and like how much %, and it kind of explains stuff.
By processing and heating flesh in the crucible, you believe... Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
So if you chuck at me now. Now, it won't work for me because I've already got the achievements. But what you do is when you research something, you right-click with it. Oh, there you go. So research completed, Magic Tallow. Now, if you look in the form of Nomicon, it's now there, Magic Tallow. Rendered fat with a touch of magic. Now, you try it as well, James, because I don't know how this works for multiplayer. Right click with it, and off to the very right of the middle square, can you see like a block in the middle of nowhere?
You want me to click?
Right click and have a look, and can you see Magic Tallow anywhere?
I don't think so. Where should it be?
So, you see how there's the square in the middle, or the rectangle, sorry.
Oh,
off to the very right. Can you see Magic Tallow?
Off to the very right. I don't think so.
No, okay, so it's individual. So just for the sake of this series, I think I'll probably be doing the most research. Pass it here, then, James. Yeah.
So what will this do?
So pass it here. So the only reason I started looking into Fuum-craft stuff is because one of the very it's not end game, but like later unlocks, you can get warded blocks and warded stone and glass and all this, and what that does is it allows the player to place it down, and it's literally indestructible. People have said like they've tried it with like 10 nukes, 15 nukes. Obviously it's blown up the area around them, but it's not as bad, like not as bad as like a nuke would be. So awesome. It's literally indestructible. And yeah, don't know what else to say. No, I forgot what I was going to say now. But yes, like I said, that's like one of the later unlocks. Now I'm just going to quickly explain how to make the magic tallow. So to make the magic tallow, it says that we've got to put in 4 corpus, which is body, flesh, and physique. Now I think that should be in rotten flesh. Nope, corpus. That's a lie.
What?
It's like a little, it's like a stick of a marshmallow.
Okay.
Oh, so there you go. It's in bone. So we needed 4, and on bone it's got 2. So if you use
2
logic
bones.
and math, only one of us do this as well, so that we don't mix it up. Have you got any bones on you?
No.
So the best way to do it is stand on one of these platforms, get as close as possible, and you press Q. That's 1. That's 2. And if you get the Wand of Apprentice and right click,
Whoa!
there you go.
Was that head crab?
It looked like it, but there you go, magic tallow.
Jellyfish.
And obviously I haven't got the right texture for it, so...
What's it do? Mine looks like a jellyfish.
I don't know. Yeah, mine's the same texture as yours.
Okay.
But like I say, it's, you know, we'll need knowledge for it. And it's pretty long as well, the process to do.
Well, so basically what we're trying to make is indestructible stuff.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
And like I say, because, like, you know, we wanted to make the, what's he called? The guy with the three-headed skeleton heads.
The wither or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I was, like, looking away to get the wither.
Basically, guys, we're going to be doing some magic stuff for a while until we get the indestructible blocks. We might make some more magic stuff on the way. This seems really cool to just like research random stuff. But once we've done that and got the indestructible blocks, we should be able to kill the wither, and then we will get the portal gun, and that will be amazing.
But yeah, like I say, because I want to double check that machine actually works. So what I'll do is I'll just recreate it in another world on creative and check it works. Because, like I say, the last thing we want is to lose this world, and we're doing pretty good so far. And I think that's probably good for today as well. Yeah,
sorry this was a really rushed episode. Next time we should be talking about more stuff, movies and whatever we want to. So.
Oh God, like Jeff dies at the end or whatever it was.
John dies at the end.
John dies at the end. Good film.
And I watched the animated film called Planet Hulk. Dun dun dun.
Now,
dun.
At any point was there Hulk on screen?
Hulk became the leader of a planet. That's all you need to know for now.
Yeah, okay. So, until then... No.
Goodbye!
Bye!